Hello everyone, welcome to Fitness to Fulfillment channel. So in this video series where I'm explaining what do I eat during the whole day of my 9 to 5 job, I'm going to talk about the lunch and pre-workout meal today. So in this video, I'm going to cover which specific items do I eat and how much is the quantity during lunch and pre-workout. Number 2 is that how do I prepare these meals. Number 3 is that some of the sample dishes or recipes I would tell from my side which are easy to prepare. And number 4 is the key highlights from these meals that I would like to mention. So without getting any delay, let's just start the video.
So let's start with lunch, which is our first meal. So in lunch, I eat total 4 items, which is added in one dish. So it's a plate meal, which I consume with either rice or whole wheat bread. I usually prepare a curry for whole day or 2 days and eat it over 2 days by keeping it in the fridge. So this curry is usually made up of lentils or legumes, paneer or tofu. So what I usually do is that I mix these are the combinations. Say for example, I have made a curry of a kidney bean with paneer in it. And once the curry is made, I add roasted soy chunks as a topping while eating. So I will not talk about the macros in this video since the same meal is going to get repeated during dinner, where we will take a look at what are the macros in the next video. Now let's take a look at all the items and the quantity of the meal. So in the items part, first we have lentils or legumes, which are either chickpeas, black eye beans, kidney beans, or any lentils that you can see from the picture. During this meal, I eat approximately 50 grams of lentils or legumes. Then comes rice or whole wheat bread, which is again 50 grams. Then comes paneer or tofu. So usually paneer is 60 gram and tofu is 120 gram. Ratio is 1:2 between these two. So if you are adding 100 grams of paneer, then you can add 200 grams of tofu in this curry. That's how I maintain the ratio based on the protein content. And finally, roasted soy chunks, which I roast and add it as a topping. So let's talk about the third meal of the day, which is the pre-workout meal. So this is one of the smallest meal that I consume. So it has got 2 items in it. One is any fruit, which could be either banana or orange. I consume them because they have got high glucose but less fiber, which is easy to digest before the workout. And to control the blood sugar spike due to fruit, I also eat raw kusar bread, which has got a bit of fiber. So fiber is coming from here. Rog or rye is another type of whole grain which comes from the family of barley, and this bread has got high fiber. So the one that I'm consuming, which is shown in the picture, has got 11 grams of fiber per 100 grams, which is considerably high. Now for my friends which are from other countries, I would like to tell, if you do not have this option of rye bread, please alternate it with multigrain breads or millets. I would like to specially mention millets here because millets has turned out to be a game changer in the grain industry. So please try to consider them adding in your diet.
Okay, so let me show you the second meal, which is my lunch. So now I'm carrying a lunch box to office, and as you can see, this box is totally full. So let me divide the items on the vertical or on the horizontal basis. So as you can see, there is a rice at the bottom. Then I had this curry. Now this curry is made up of the black eye beans, or chawli is something that we call in India. And then I also got a paneer in it. So this is how I prepared this curry. And then on top of that, if you could see, I've added the roasted soy chunks. So if what I'm going to do is that when I will go office, I will put it in on the plate. I will put it in, mix it a bit, and then put it inside the microwave oven and then take it out and eat it. That's how easy the lunch could be, and that's how my plate is getting prepared. Okay, so let's talk about our third meal, which is the pre-workout meal. So basically, as I already told you guys about the special kind of bread which is called as rog kusar, which is made up of rog or millets, is something that I'm carrying in this small tiffin box. And today I have chosen apple as a fruit. So this is something that I'm going to eat before workout. Okay, so let's talk about the sample dishes. So what I do is that usually when I prepare this curry, I do a different combinations of lentil and legume with paneer and tofu. So if I would like to tell you about some of my sample dishes, one of them is the kidney beans curry that I usually make, and I love that. Is what I do is that initially I prepare a basic curry which is made up of onions with a bit of tomato puree in it, ginger, garlic, and in the olive oil fried. And then you add a bit of spices on it for the taste, and then you add boiled kidney beans and paneer. So this is something when you combine would taste very good. Then another example that I make is chickpeas and tofu curry, where it's the same base curry and then I add all these. Then another could be lentil and paneer curry, and etc etc. So what I would recommend is that please give it a try. Try different combinations with these items and then see which one works for you best.
Okay, so now let's talk about the second last section of this video, which is the key highlights. So why do I consume this meal, especially the lunch, like a plate meal? Because this dish, lunch, always gives me the feeling of eating a full plate meal with enough ratio of carbs, protein and fats. Especially considering that the time crunch that we have during lunch, we need something easy to carry one dish and also eat it with the lunch group. Now let's talk about the micronutrients. So if I talk about both the meals, these meals are very rich in micronutrients, especially iron and zinc, which we get from legumes, soy chunks and whole wheat bread, which is helpful for your immunity boosting. Calcium and magnesium, which you get from paneer and tofu and soy chunks, is helpful for bone health. Folate and B vitamins, which is again one of the complex B vitamins that we have, that we get from lentils and rice, is good for energy metabolism, which makes you active during the day. And potassium, which we get from legumes and lentils, is better for heart health. And while eating this plate, always consider on weekly basis to get these micronutrients. So say for example, since we are combining different legumes with paneer and tofu, it is not always assume that you will get all these micronutrients in one go. So always consider these micronutrients on a weekly basis instead of on a daily basis.
Okay, so let's summarize this video. So during this video, we looked at 4 key different things. First one is which specific items do I eat and what are the quantities of each item. Secondly, we looked at how do I prepare this meal. Thirdly, we looked at some of the sample dishes that you can make. And fourthly, we looked at what are the key highlights from this video. Let me know how did you find this video in the comment box. And please do not forget to like and subscribe this video. So in the last part of this video series, in the next video, we will look at the last meal of the day, which is dinner. So see you in the next video. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.